Leave the coffee on the desk. I owe you. Don't bother to watch this one. It's a loser. I've seen it 6 times and I still can't figure it out.
metropolitan area is still in the grip of the terror known as the Hydra. Seldom in the past 20 years has New York been so obsessed with a single thought. Who will be next? This pathological strangler strikes without rhyme or reason. He strikes without warning and when least expected. The result is the city has locked and bolted its doors. Business is suffering. The police are doing their best. But at this moment, there are no clues. The Hydra is still loose. This is Hal Hunter's...
A small bottle of bubbly.
Super.
Ellery? Anybody home?
Uncle, you better stop using that rusty passkey that you swung with from Jack the Ripper. You're going to be in trouble. Oh, enter unwelcome guest. I want you to meet a good friend of mine, my videotape editor. This is Miss
Price.
Miss Price. This is my uncle, Inspector Queen.
Hi.
Hi.
This is your uncle?
His uncle.
Yes, my uncle. There was a mix-up in the birth records.
Oh.
I see it's work, work, work. All the time work.
I don't need your sympathy.
Well, I guess I'd better go.
Oh, you don't have to leave. You'll be gone soon.
No, that isn't true.
It isn't true?
No.
It isn't? Well, I guess I'd better go file these tapes.
I'm sorry. I didn't expect him.
I understand.
I'll call you.
Videotape editor. I take it she knows you're an eminent author, but does she know your specialty is crime?
She knows what my specialty is.
No, thanks. I'm on duty.
You wouldn't like it anyway. It's imported.
Where you been hiding? I've tried to reach you for the past week.
Been down in Bermuda writing. Got a half-finished book and an uptight publisher.
Beautiful. He's writing while New York burns. Ellery,
If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you.
Kipling, Rudyard.
Dear Bruni, Mickey.
The Hydra killing is a cop-out, you dig? You know? Yeah. Everybody's uptight in the community about the terror, so they can forget about pollution and the war problem and the race problem. The Hydra's a cop-out. It's a cop-out.
Madam, what is your opinion of the Hydra?
It's a disgrace, that's what it is. It's the mayor's fault. He's soft on crime. Get a new mayor and you'll see the Hydra captured right away.
Sir, what do you think of the Hydra?
I lay it right at the doorstep of the Supreme Court. If they stopped coddling criminals, this kind of thing wouldn't happen.
Miss, are you afraid of the Hydra?
Listen, if he came up to my place, he'd be so out of breath when he got to the top floor, he wouldn't be able to do anything.
And you, sir?
The Hydra?
And that's what the man on the street is saying about the Hydra case. This report just in. The police commissioner has announced the appointment of Ellery Queen as an advisor to the police department in this Hydra case. Mr. Queen is a noted criminologist as well as a famous author of crime fiction. The addition of Mr. Queen should hearten the frightened citizens of New York, for he has had in the past a good deal of success in helping to solve puzzling crimes. However, this time, Queen is faced with a wily, ruthless strangler who has thus far left a string of victims and no clues. Good luck, Ellery. And now for a look at some financial news that may give you a smile. Today, the Interstate Commerce Commission said it will hold an oral hearing on the proposal of a group of railway employees.
Mr. Queen! Mr. Queen!
Give you a lift?
Special directive from Inspector Queen. We're to be available if you need us.
No, I think I can navigate on my own. Thanks, officer.
Okay, Mr. Queen. Oh, in case you're interested, someone's following you. Want us to pick her up?
Directive from Mr. Queen. I'll take care of this myself. Peach is not your color.
Do you want me to call a policeman or something and tell them I was following you?
You're a process server, right?
No. No, I'm not now, nor have I ever been a process server.
Well, I'll have to report you, Miss McKell. What is your phone number?
Do you know me?
No, but I knew your sister. I saw a picture of the two of you down at police headquarters. I'm very sorry about what happened to her.
That's why I've been following you.
Well, this may come as a shock to you, but we're lunching together.
Pavillon? That's good.
Oh, that looks so good.
Well, since you're splurging all this money on me, I guess that buys you an explanation.
Listen, by the time I get through, I'm liable to spend, at least $2. And don't forget the cab. So your explanation... Come on, it's getting cold. There you go. Thank you. Your explanation better be good.
Oh, it is.
Over here, let's get some of these.
I want to help you.
You want to help me?
Mm-hmm.
With what?
With the Hydra case.
The Hydra case? Just like that?
Just like that.
Thank you. Let me ask you something. How can a beautiful... It works better with a burnous.
Excuses. Why can't you admit it? He can do it better than you can.
Young lady, I'll have you know that I studied under Lugosi. As my friend Count Dracula said, if this don't turn you on, you ain't got no switches.
Well, I'm turned on. Why don't you take me up to the bell tower?
If we go to the bell tower, we'll never talk business.
This is supposed to be a business conference.
Excuse me.
Not a junior prom meeting. Thank you. You were accounting for your trust fund.
You really do suspect me, don't you? You and your fuzzy...
Think?
Yeah, think you call your uncle.
I can't help it if my uncle controls the thought police.
Oh, wait a minute. Didn't any of those other people have wills or insurance policies?
Pittances. Abbott and Carol Smith had no living relatives. Ryan's family needed him more than the money.
Well, why don't you just run me in? Listen, 7 people were killed. And if I wanted to get rid of my sister so badly and take her trust fund, why would I murder all the others?
ABC.
What?
Look, A wants to murder B, but his motives are too obvious, so he kills C, D, E, and F. Safety in numbers. I never suspected you.
No, but your uncle does.
Fuzzy, I disown him.
Listen. Why don't you just go tell your uncle that I did it to get my greedy fingers on the family fortune? I got rid of my sister, and in order to cover up my tracks, I murdered half the people in the city. And you can also tell him that I'm sick of being spied on by his insipid nephew. How's that for paranoia?
Rudy, baby, are you gonna get yours when they wire those chicks for sound?
Hunter's hotline. Yes, ma'am. A question for you, Doctor.
Yes?
I'd like to know how you're getting on with your psychiatric panel.
Well, not very well, I'm afraid. We can only preserve anonymity up to a certain point, and then names must be disclosed. My panel has already received many phone calls from all over the city from patients who are concerned about a violation of their privacy.
Well, Doctor, how do you cope with this?
Well, I'm beginning to think we can't.
Then it's a dead end.
Perhaps, but we'll keep trying.
Hunter's hotline.